I offer my heartfelt and reverential prostrations to Lord Ganesh, Goddess Saraswati, and my spiritual preceptors, His Holiness Sri Swami Shivananda Saraswati and His Holiness Sri Swami Chidananda Saraswati. Our revered teachers have listened to the addresses delivered by Professor Diptimoy Das during this program. It has been brought to their knowledge that our modern students need to build their precious life rightly by laying the foundation of their life properly and strongly, and by constructing the superstructure of their life completely, properly, strongly, and nicely during their golden student life and youth period, so that they can live their long, precious human life successfully. It has also been brought to their knowledge that our modern students need to be imparted teachings on the same, that is, life building and successful living through life building, character building, and man-making education, known as value education in modern time. And that this is the most urgent and greatest need of our modern students. It has further been brought to their knowledge that in the absence of life building and successful living through life building, character building, and man-making education in our schools, colleges, and universities for our modern students, spiritual literature can meet their present needs well. Our revered teachers have also listened to the addresses delivered by His Holiness Sri Swami Shivachidananda Saraswati and came to know, amongst other things, that our revered teachers should teach informally their students on various topics of the subject of life building and successful living through imparting of life building, character building, and man-making education as a matter of performing the same as their charitable activity or sacrificial activity, and that they can utilize standard spiritual literatures as well as the books written by great spiritually illumined, God-realized rishis, munis, saints, sages, and prophets as teaching materials for this purpose. In such a greatly needy situation, I may bring to the kind knowledge of our revered teachers that a new subject named Life Building Science, covering various topics on life building, character building, and man-making education, or on the subject of life building, successful living, has been conceived and designed, and 2 books have been prepared on the said subject of life building and successful living for study by our modern students. The first book is a book of compilation with the title Youth, Arise, Awake, and Adopt the Right Path of Life. This book, in 16 volumes and 24 lessons, contains detailed writings of 2 great spiritually illumined, God-realized, world-renowned saints of our modern time, Swami Shivananda Saraswati and Swami Chidananda Saraswati, on various topics of the subject of life building and successful living. Those topics include, amongst others, good physical health, powerful mind, noble character, ethical conduct, celibacy, Indian culture or Bharatiya Sanskriti, economic prosperity, vital worldly desires, righteousness, spiritual illumination, etc. Our modern students can most profitably study this book of compilation and acquire detailed knowledge on various topics of the said subject. It is most relevant to note that our modern students used to approach all matters in a spirit of inquiry. They seek to first know the why and how of things before accepting, adopting, practicing the same in their life. They also always expect immediate and tangible results of any practice to be undertaken by them. Therefore, they must be interested to know as to why they should study spiritual literature and also what benefits they will derive by studying the same and by practicing the teachings contained therein. Keeping the said inquiring minds of our modern students in view, a new book with the title Life Building Science has been prepared as a textbook for the aforesaid newly conceived and designed subject of life building and successful living for study by our modern students. This textbook contains introductory write-up covering inter alia the simple meaning, necessity, importance, manner, benefits, and source of knowledge on all the 24 topics of the aforesaid subject of life building and successful living, or life building, character building, and man-making education. Those introductory write-ups seek to satisfy the inquiring minds of our modern students as to why they should study spiritual literature, and also the said book of compilation, and to tell them the benefits that they will derive by studying the same. Those introductory write-ups also seek to create necessary inquisitiveness and interest in their minds, and also greatly encourage and inspire them to study spiritual literature, and also the said book of compilation with due earnestness and great interest in order to acquire detailed knowledge on each topic of the said subject, and thereafter to practice the teachings contained therein in their daily life sincerely and meticulously. Our modern students should study this textbook first before commencing study the spiritual literature and the aforesaid book of compilation with the title Youth, Arise, Awake, and Adopt the Right Path of Life. Now, I most humbly, earnestly, and fervently pray to our Reverend teachers that they may kindly utilize the textbook titled Life Building Science as teaching materials for imparting introductory teachings to their students on life building, character building, and man-making education, or on various topics of the subject of life building and successful living. They may also kindly utilize the book of compilation titled Youth, Arise, Awake, and Adopt the Right Path of Life as teaching materials for imparting detailed teachings to their students on various topics of the said subject of life building and successful living. Our revered modern teachers may also kindly utilize the books on various topics of the said subject written by other great spiritually illumined, God-realized rishis, munis, saints, sages, and prophets. With this humble prayer to our revered teachers, I beg to conclude. Thank you all.